Right, so back to our work. So since I have a common denominator 6, I just add the top and it will be what? 3, 6. If I ever would like to simplify, how do I do this? I divide by 3 and divide by 3. It will give me what? 1 over, what is 6? If I have 6 oranges and give it to 3 people, how many do they get? Equal pieces. They get 2 oranges each. So both of them are good answers. 3, 6 or half. If you get like this, give yourself a right. So question number 2 says what? 3 over 4 plus what? Sorry, it's subtraction. Minus 3/12. So as I said, for addition and subtraction fraction, it's always is you have to have a common denominator. So in order for me to get either this has to become 12 or this has to become 4. Either I have to divide this by 3 divide this by 3 by 3, or I would rather use multiplication. So I just multiply this by 3, which gives me 12. Now I have the common denominator. I don't have to forget, like I have to always remember to multiply the top by 3 as well. So which will give me what? 9 over 12 minus what? 3 over 12. Now I have common denominator. So how much did you get? How much do you get? Always, it's easier if you lay them downwards like this. 12 minus 3/12. Especially when you are on a doing test or something, it's easier to line them up like downwards. So all I have to do is what? I take out the common. 9 minus 3 is 6. So I can keep it as it is, 6 over 12. But in case, say for example, if it's exit ticket or a test and it says simplify, all I have to do is what? Divide by 6, divide by 6, and it gives me what? 1 over, I have 12 oranges. For 6 people, how many do they get? 2. So my answer would be either 6/12 as it is, or I can simplify it and get the half. So question number 3 says what? Question number 3 is a little bit different. It has what? A whole number. 1/2/5 plus 2 whole and 3/10. So how do I do this? Again, I have to have the same what? Denominator. So if I multiply this by 2, it will give me 10, 10, 10. They are common denominators. So I have to do the same thing for the top. So it will give me what? 1 for 10 plus, I just write this as it is. So I have the common denominators 10, and I have what? 3 plus 4 is 7. 1 plus 2 is what? 3. So my answer will be what? 3 whole and 7/10. If you got this, you're right. This is question number 3. And this is 2, and this is 1. So let me do question number 4 here. What does question number 4 say? Solve for 3 whole and 3/7 minus what? 2 whole and 3/5. Do I have the same denominator? This question is so different to whatever we did so far because both denominators are like, we have to figure out for both to have common denominator. Okay, so I have 5 here, I have 7 here. What can I do? I multiply this by 7, it will give me what? 35. And if I multiply this by 5, it will give me what? 35. that's the comment. If you have any other idea, give me, and we can work it out. But I think this is the first solution we can ever reach. Because if I multiply 7 by 2, it will give me 14. If I multiply 5 by 2, it will give me 10. They are still not the same denominator. So let's just take it as it is. As I said to you, lining them up, Miss Grant, I'm just filming myself, okay? Just in case. I just want to let you know. I'm filming myself.
Miss Mama?
No, it's okay.
Miss Mama?
It's okay. It's just, I have to let you know.
Can I go in the shower?
Not yet.
Can I get water?
No, I already allow you to go, so it's a no-no, sorry.
I can't let my mom get third. Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and do, I have to multiply. Anything I do to the bottom, it has to be to the top as well. So I multiply this by 5 and this by 7, right? So 3 times 5 is what? What is 3 times 5? 15, right? So I just write the whole as it is. 3 times 7 is? What is 3 times 7? 21, right? Okay, so it's okay. I was just asking what is 3 times 7. All right, so I just take out what? The common denominator, 35. So I have 15 and I have to subtract 21. Is it possible? Because 15 is a smaller number. What do I do in this case, Ahmad?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
How do I subtract this?
You can.
If I break this and make it 2, it will give me what? 35 over 35, right? One whole is what? 35 over 35. Right? So I have what? I just make this smaller. Make it smaller and add it to the 15, okay? Which will give me what? 50. Don't forget we have 2 whole. 2 whole, 50 over 35. Subtract minus what? 2 whole and 21 over 35. Right now I can subtract, right? Because it's bigger number. 50 is bigger number. So what do I get? 2 already is gone. It's minus, right? Yeah, it is minus. So what is 50 minus 21? First I write my common denominator 35. What is 50 minus 25? You can use your calculator or you can do anything you want.
Oh, I already done it, so can I go?
I know. It gives me what? 29. So my answer would be 29 over 35. I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, please stop me and ask questions. If anything is not clear at all from here, especially, this question is different. And all I have done here is, it was 23. I canceled it out, make it smaller, and subtract. All right, so let me go to question number 5. What does question number 5 say? Solve for 1 whole, 1 second or half, plus 1 whole and 3/5. Do you understand how to do this? I'm asking you, Envy. All you have to do is what? Find a common denominator. If this was multiplication, by the way, it's different, which we are going to do multiplication either, I think tomorrow we'll do addition and subtraction. And by Wednesday or so, we start multiplication and then fraction. Fraction is like the Casey keep, change, flip, which you guys found easier. Multiplication is also easier because you don't have to have common denominator. You just multiply across, multiply across. Because you're not working. If you work hard and I make sure you understand everything, we don't have to do it again.
What does work? Like, we already did
This?
already in 4th grade.
This is 7th grade level. That was 4th grade level, the small number, and okay, it's not me who prepared this. Okay, for now what I'm asking is, what do we do to have a common denominator? This is 2 and this is 5. And it was kind of similar case with this. It was so hard to make a common denominator between 7 and 5. I had to multiply this by 5 and this by 7. It's similar case here. It's so hard to multiply anything by 2 and get 5. So what I can do is I multiply this by 5. If I multiply this by 2, it will give me a common denominator, 10, right? Both sides are 10. Now it's easier for me. Is it addition or subtraction? Number 5, addition. Okay, 1 whole. If I do anything to the bottom, I have to do to the top, 2. So 1 whole, 5/10 plus 1 whole, 6/10, right? Copy? So I take out the common denominator, 10, and what comes on top? Like, what is 5 plus 6? I really appreciate what you did, Arman.
Is 2, 8, and 10.
This becomes 11, right? And 2 plus 2 is 1 plus 1 is 2, right? Either I can put it like this, or let me show you what Armand did. Since this is 11 over 10, he says this is like, he can take out 1 whole from this and put it here. That will make it 3. And when I take out 1 whole, it becomes what? 1/10. Is it clear or not? If it's not clear, I can say it like step by step. Is this clear how it came, Amy?
Yes.
Because you will have the same questions tomorrow, the same question for exit ticket, like similar questions. Okay, if this is really clear, let's go to number 6. This is supposed to be independent practice, but I'm doing it because I want you to understand it fully. This,
number 7.
we're doing 6. What did you get?
I did not hear anything.
Yeah, okay, so let's do it together.
Yeah, okay, what?
All right, so I have to have a common denominator again. This is 6, this is 3, so I can't subtract it as it is. All I have to do is what? Find the common denominator. If I multiply this by 2, it will give me 6, so they will have a common denominator. Anything I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top, so I have to multiply 1 by 2 as well. So let me write it down. 3/1/6 minus what? 2 whole and 2 over 6. Now I can subtract it because they have common denominator 6. Okay, so what is 1 minus 2? This is similar case again. Can I subtract 1 minus 2? No. So I go next door, cross it out, make it smaller, which is 2, and I can pull out what? 1 whole. 1 whole is what? 6 over 6. Can you sit, Envy, and pay attention?
Who's fixing my shit?
Okay, so one whole is 6 over 6, so when I add it to this, it will give me what? 7 over 6, or what is it? Yeah, 7/6. So it will give me what? This became 7. So 7 minus 2 is what? 5, right? So 5/6. 2 minus 2, my whole became 2, so 2 minus 2 is 0, so all I have to do is what? Right? 5/6. The answer is not important at all. As I always say, how you do it, how you try the questions is more important than the answers. So show your work as much as you can. All right, let's go to number 7. It is what? 12, 5/7 plus 1 whole and 1/4. Let's see what we have here. We have what? 7 here and 4 here. How do I do this? I have to multiply. This is 1 whole. Oh, this is 27, right? What does it say? Question number. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. 12 whole, 5/7. All right. I think I wrote it correct, right? Yeah. All right. So I have to have common denominator here. 1 is 7 and 1 is 4. It is kind of irregular. I have to multiply both sides to get a common denominator. So what do I do here? Let's say if I multiply this by 7, it will give me what? 28, right? I'm just guessing. If I multiply this by 4, it will give me 28. Now, do I have common denominator? Yes. So if I do anything to the bottom, I have to do the same thing for the denominator. Multiply by 4, multiply by 7. So I have what? 12 whole, 5 times 4 is? Armand? All right, 20/28. Is this subtraction, addition? Yeah, addition. And here I have what? 1 whole and 1 times 7 is 7/28. So I take the common denominator 28. 20 minus 7 is what? 13, right? So 12 minus 1 is what? 11. So either you can keep your answer simply like this. Ooh, it's actually not minus. Somebody correct me. It's not subtraction, it's addition. So 7 plus 20 is what? 27, right? 12 plus 1 is 13. So 13 whole, 27, 28 is the answer. As I always say, the answer is not the most important thing. The most important thing is the way you line them up from top to bottom. Oh, it's this. Okay. All right. So that's it for now. Thank you.